So, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Dominic Mack here with another episode of Untitled IT, where I basically, share my knowledge of taking certifications, different certifications, guidance toward careers, and just overall guidance in general when it comes to starting your journey within IT itself, the information technology field. So in today's video, I'm doing a review on my experience taking the Security Plus, I think it's the sy0-501 Security Plus, CompTIA Security Plus exam. So I just recently took the exam, going on, as of this video, a week ago from the day. Well, a week and a day. I said a week and a day ago. And it was my second proctored exam. So it was my second exam that I've taken home here. The first one was the AZ900. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. I basically give my experience on how I took that exam. And the Security Plus was my second one proctored. I took here in my bedroom / office area, and I just want to do a review on this is my experience on it. So one thing I want to clarify, and I also want to highlight about this exam: please know Network Plus. If you're just starting out with certifications, or just starting in the field of IT, please, I beg you, first, matter of fact, if you're starting from just a clean slate, like brand new, don't know nothing about IT, go straight to the ITF Plus, the IT Fundamentals, or do the A Plus certification. I've talked about two of these certifications in one of my recent videos, along with one of the CCNA's beginner or entry-level certifications into IT. So please check that out. But I'm letting you know right now, if you're fresh off the boat, when it comes to IT, man, I'm telling you, go for ITF Plus or go for the A Plus. I'm telling you, it will help you. Along with that, if you're, like I said, that's like if you're brand new, right? And for those that just got their A Plus, they just got their ITF Plus and everything like that, or CCNA. Well, if you got your CCNA, don't worry about this. I mean, you can get it if you want to, but CCNA also have their own objectives dealing with the security side of things when it comes to their products. But just for CompTIA purpose, general knowledge purposes, if you're not fresh in and you just coming off an A Plus, you so hyped and everything, I know this stuff, I'm gonna go straight for Security Plus, and stop. I'm telling you, go straight for Network Plus after this. But because I'm telling you, when I took this exam, there were some of the questions that I ran into correlated with some of the Network Plus stuff that I've taken when I took my Network Plus exam. I'm telling you, you will have to know networks before you go into doing your Security Plus exam. I'm telling you, it makes no sense. And somebody reached out to me on this and asked me, well, why should I go for Network Plus and then go for Security Plus? Because how can you secure something if you know nothing about it? How can you secure a network if you know nothing about networks, or how a network is created and operates, and what goes through it, how to filter traffic, how to run an IDS and IP? How can you do that? How can you understand securing a network if you don't know what a network is in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So my thing to you, my guidance is to please go for your Network Plus and then go for Security Plus. It's highly recommended through CompTIA to do this. When you do this stuff, I'm telling you, you can't just go straight from A Plus into Security Plus, because A Plus teach you the fundamentals of just how cell phones, printers, computers, all this software operating systems, right? The Network Plus teaches you how all that correlates together and how all that plays a part in a network. Security Plus tells you, okay, now you know how a network is created. Let's go ahead and let's go and learn how to secure that network so nobody external malicious attackers come in to infiltrate it, or no somebody from the inside maliciously corrupt your network. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first little breadcrumb, man. I'm telling you, learn Network Plus first. Get your Network Plus certification first, then go for Security Plus. I'm telling you, you'll be glad when you do it. You'll be glad that you took that exam. I'm telling you. So some of the resources that I've used, I use basically like 3 to 4 resources. One of the resources is here. I use this one. So this is Daryl Gibson's CompTIA Security Plus Get Certified, Get Ahead Study Guide book. I also use this book right here. This is my first resource. Great book to basically open the door to how to secure networks, how different viruses, different ways of encryption, like cryptography, like just different ways, like through business, like BCPs, BIAs, interconnection agreements, stuff like. It's like basically in this book, it just breaks everything down in a sense where it's naturally understood. Like everything flows, if you understand what I'm saying. Like everything flows within each other. It's not like you get the objectives and you read the objectives and then you go. The book goes by the objectives, mind you. Oh, you know what? Let me go back. Before anything, before I'm telling you this, and this will really help me out. But passing, before anything, right? Once you pass Network Plus, right, and you go for Security Plus, please get the objectives from CompTIA's website and read them thoroughly. To me, I would read them every day. Every time you study, you read those objectives. However you study, however you break it down, I broke it down by objective. So like a couple of weeks I spend my time on one objective, a couple of weeks I spend on the next one, and so on and so forth. There's 6 objectives, right? I'm telling you, if you read it, if you read the objectives, you really can literally, some of the objectives, the sub objectives, they really answer the question. Like some of them say, given a scenario, configure this, or given this, do this, or compare and contrast. Like literally, if you read it, and like I said, along with your knowledge with Network Plus, if you read the objectives of Security Plus, I don't know, with me, it really kind of like answered some of the questions. Like some of it was like, oh, okay, I know what this is, or this answered this. Like this is the type of virus we talking about, viruses. Like it just, I don't know, like just the way you study the objectives, it really kind of helps you remember and basically solidify what you know. If you, like I said, read the objective first, study the objective, like read it first, study it, and then you go back to it again to read it, and you like, oh, well, this one answered this one that I just talked about. Like this one objective answered this objective, this sub objective answered this one under it. Some of it correlate. You see some of it correlates with each other to where it's like, okay, I really don't need to read over it because I read over it this in another objective, and now I see now this one correlates with this one. So before anything, please read over the objectives. That will really help you as well. I'm telling you, that's what helped me. Reading the objectives every time before I study really solidified what I knew about just Security Plus in general, like the objectives. Like I said, along with this book also has everything broken down. Like I said, it gives you the objectives. This book right here gives you the objectives. It gives you the percentages, everything that you would need. Again, like I said, go to the CompTIA website just in case to see if they updated anything. Because I think, don't quote me on this, but around November, this year November, they're gonna release the new version of the Security Plus exam. So it's gonna be 2 of them. It's gonna be this one, the 501, is the 502. I don't know I have to see how they number it again, but it's going to be another version of it, which, like I said, I think from Professor Messer, get back to that. Professor Messer was another way of how I study and really passed the Security Plus exam. But referring to him, like I said, I'm saying go and check him out. He actually explains the newer version of Security Plus exam that's coming out, and the newer version is coming out in November. But this one's gonna be way more intense than the one that's released right now. I think like 500 more objectives or 500 more questions. Don't quote me on it. It's roughly around 1,000 more possibilities of questions that they can come up with now. with the new version of Security Plus. So like I said, don't quote me on it. Go to Professor Messer on his YouTube channel and check out his, he has a video that talks about the newer version of the Security Plus exam. So speaking of, like I said, this one is a good book right here. This one gives you Darryl Gibson. He also gives you his website information, like his website to where you can get to his labs and stuff. That really helped me out with this. Oh, the questions. Yeah, also like each chapter has a mini quiz. So you have a pre-test assessment. After you take the pre-test assessment, then you go to each chapter. Each chapter has an assessment or a quiz. You pass those quizzes, try to get at least a 90 on the quizzes, and then you have a post-test at the very end of the book, and that what really kind of got me, because his questions really kind of they were almost similar to the ones that were on the actual exam. So enough about this. Professor Messer, like I said, Professor Messer, in a way of reviewing before the test, he's a good way of his slideshow on Security Plus was really helpful when it came to the day of, or not the day of, but the day before I took the exam. I really just ran through his videos, and like the stuff that I did not know, like the stuff I had trouble understanding, he had it already broken down, because like with his videos, they are broken down to each objective. And you can just go down each one, right? So the ones that I didn't understand, objectives I did not understand, I just went straight to that video, watched it 3 or 4 times. I sat down, and I like to talk a lot, so I usually talk to myself and talk out loud and say, okay, this is this how this works, and this how I understand it basically. I try to dumb it down to a 3rd grade level, so I use the Feynman, if I'm saying it right, I'm saying it wrong, please excuse me. The Feynman technique, basically understanding getting that topic and breaking it down to a level where a 3rd grade level, to where you can explain it to anybody and anybody can understand it. So that's what I really did. I kind of studied so much of each objective to the point to where I was able, like I used my mom. I used my mom as an example, or not example, but I used my mom as a means to make sure I understand the topic. I would explain to her how Kerberos server, excuse me, of how I'm saying this stuff or whatever, but explain to her how Kerberos server works, how Radius server works, how 802.1x works, stuff like that, in 3rd grade term, to where I didn't have to use the terminology. I just literally used basic means of explaining it to her, and she was able to repeat it back to me. So that's one thing. That's another good tip. Feynman technique, it works. Pick a topic, stay on that topic, study that topic to where you can understand it and break it down to a simplistic level, to a 3rd grader level, and then teach it to somebody else at that 3rd grader level, but also keep in mind of the terminology behind it. So understand the terminology, but break the terminology down to where a 3rd grader can understand it. Feynman technique, use that. So this book, Professor Messer, Feynman technique, IT Pro TV was another one. IT Pro TV really, really cemented that stuff in my brain. See the difference between Professor Messer and IT Pro TV. Professor Messer was more talk at you type deal. IT Pro TV was more conversational. Like, it wasn't like, okay, of course, it was already recorded, so you couldn't talk back and forth, but it was almost like 2 people, the host and the person that's actually teaching the actual course, they were having a conversation of how different things work, how cryptography work, how PGP work, GPG, all this other stuff, S-MIME, how public key, the PKI work, all this other stuff. They basically made it in conversational format to where you could like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you're just talking like, okay, cool. They're breaking it down this way, talking like this. And it wasn't really no terms really being used, only the ones that's being used within our objectives. So it really kind of helped me, because I love TV, and I use it as my strong point. I love TV. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get TV Pro TV. It's like paying just like, what, $50, literally $50 a month, but you get all their videos for every single certification that they teach. I mean, from like project management, Project Plus, but almost all the CompTIA, almost all the CompTIA certifications, excuse me, the Cisco certifications. They keep it up to date with the newest certifications at the AWS, Microsoft, Azure. Azure is another one, which like I said before, I'm gonna get back to Azure. I'm gonna try to pass that at my second time. but they have everything. And on top of that, they also have labs that you can do. So I actually used the labs. Like they actually had labs made for what they were teaching in the videos. So whatever they did in the videos, you was able to replicate that in the labs that they have. And I mean, they had like access to different DNS servers. You can make servers, email server, all this, just everything. Like you had access to everything when it comes to these VMs, these virtual labs, virtual machines. That really solidified a lot of things. That really cemented a lot of stuff to me in my head, right? So that's one thing. $49 a month, and you have access to labs, videos of any kind of course that you want to take within the IT realm. Also, they actually have actual television. Like they tell you about the latest news and information. I think the last thing I read about was when Tesla released that, what it was, I forgot, something that they released on Twitter. Oh, somebody was they said a Russian operative or some shit, a Russian spy, whatever, was trying to convince a person that worked for Tesla to plug in this USB into their system to take over the Tesla system or whatever like that. So they literally have news, like they actually talk about stuff like this. They actually have business videos, like how to become a better leader. All this stuff that would help you as an IT, either within the realm or outside. You know what I'm saying? And I really love that platform. I really love the platform. Hopefully I can work with them one day when I'm good and situated with everything. So IT Pro TV, $49 a month, access to a lot of shit. I'm letting you know that right now. So that was one. And last but not least, Pocket Prep. So Pocket Prep app on my phone. So I can't show it right now because I'm using my iPhone to record right now. But if you look up in your app store or even the Android, I have it in my Android store. I can't download it now because my Android is completely wiped off. But and you probably wonder why how he has an iPhone and an Android. Long story. Anyway, Pocket Prep is another means of studying on the go. I use that, like Pocket Prep, Security Plus. They have two versions, the older version and new version. I have both. I had to transfer over from the older version to the new version with my questions. So basically, in a nutshell, Pocket Prep is the way to study on the go. Like literally, they have to where you can make up your own quizzes. You keep track of all the questions that you missed. You keep track of all the which objective that you are poorly. If you are poorly weak, like if you're this weak at your weakest objective that you know. I mean, you can, oh my God, like you can keep track of, like you could put the day that you're taking the exam and it would count down and let you know, are you ready for the exam during those days? So you put in the date that you're taking the exam and it has a countdown. You can also do question of the day, what they call it, QOTD. Yeah, question of the day. I don't know why I'm doing that, but yeah, question of the day. You can do that. You can golly, man, you can pick out what objectives you want to start on. You can make practice tests. You can choose an objective and then say, I want 100 questions from this. Mind you, they give you a limitation on how many questions. I think I had a limitation of like 400 to 500 questions that they give you. And all the questions, some of them came from this book. Some came from other books that I didn't really knew they existed at the time. But they basically they stuck their foot in every book they could grab. They got their hands on every book they can grab that related to Security Plus, and they just grab different questions from different books and just put them in there. And like it really helped me. Like it really shed some light on, okay, what areas I'm weak on, what areas I need to build up on, what areas I need to just leave alone because I'm making like a 97%. Like I'm good, right? So my thing of like Pocket Prep, I used it when I'm at work, like when I'm on a lunch break. I sit there, I'm on it, studying for an hour on my lunch, right? When I'm just somewhere else and I have free time on my hands, I'm on my phone studying. Like the whole entire time I was getting ready for the exam, Pocket Prep. I damn near answered almost all. I probably had like maybe like 200 questions left. I haven't used all of it because I was using the practice labs from IT Pro TV, the practice test from this. I also had the practice test. So I don't have it with me right now. I'll have to show you later on. But matter of fact, hold on. Let's see if My tablet did. Okay, cool. Yeah. So one other book, I have it on my tablet. I don't have an actual physical copy, but one book other than this one, another one would be CompTIA's Security Plus, the sy0-501, depending if you're going for the new or the old one or the new one coming up in November. Get the review guide. It's a white book that has it's like a white book that has like a mountain on it and the CompTIA seal on it and everything. Let me see if I could pull it up and everything. So that book, get the review guide. So I got the review guide. So basically that review guide, what it did or how it's made is each chapter is an objective. Chapter 1 is an objective 1, and it literally goes through every single bullet point. So like the objectives that you read from objective 1, it has it broken down in each chapter. Okay, this what this is, this objective, this up like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, 1-8, right? Then objective 2, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2. It had that the review guide was broken up into that. And matter of fact, I have it pulled up right now. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Come on. Library. Oh man, did I? No. I think I got rid of it. No. Well, that's why. Oh, duh. That's why I did. Yeah. So, yeah, my bad. I can't pull it up, but it's, matter of fact, no. Let's see. Shop. If I can pull up. So it was this one right here, purchase. See, I have purchase. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, I don't have it down. So this one right here. So this right here. So it's the CompTIA Security Plus Review Guide, Exam sy0-501 Edition 4. To get this book, this right here is the book to get right here, dude. So the reason why, like I said, the reason why I got this book is because, as you can see, if you look at the chapters, every chapter is broken in. So every chapter that you have, chapter 1 is objective 1. Chapter 2 is objective 2. Chapter 3 is objective 3. And it literally goes like chapter 3, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-6, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9. And then you have review questions after every chapter. So I'm telling you, why, and I learned this from one of the YouTubers. I think she's in the Army. I forgot her name, but I think she was in the Army. She was taking this exam, for the certification. She had like a week or something. She said this, and I loved how she said it. She said, why sit there and get a book with irrelevant stuff, right? Like, I understand you trying to know it and everything, but if you're trying to pass for an exam, why get a book that just goes off the wall or like go off a tangent and everything, right? Why not get the review guide that goes strictly to like that focuses on the objective, and bam, bam, boom, you got it right then and there. You don't have to sit there and search. You have, okay, objective 1.1, bam. It talks about this. That's what I need to know. All right. So that's one thing. Please get that book. Please. That's probably one of the most important books to get if you like, once you get towards like maybe a couple of days out, maybe 2 or 3 days out, you want to read over that book or just look over that book. Use that book as a means of, okay, what do I really need to study on? What do I need to really focus on, right? Along with doing the practice test. I did my practice test maybe 2 or 3 days before my exam. So that's all I did. I didn't look at any other study guides. I didn't look at nothing. I just did practice test after practice test after practice test. And I was like just getting the feel of it, because you want to practice with practice tests. So when the actual exam comes, you're not nervous as hell and you be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Mind you, I hate when the surveys, I hate when they do that shit at the end. But anyway, that's oh my God, it had me so nervous. I was so shit. But I was scared shitless, dude. I was like, man, I done failed. God damn, I gotta pay for this shit again. And all of a sudden I got my score. But like I said, those are tools. Sorry for going off tangent, but yeah, those are the tools that I've used. Like I said, I've used David Gill's Security Plus study guide. I use, like I said, the CompTIA, we call it again, the CompTIA Security Plus review guide. Matter of fact, if I can get to I'm gonna show you the cover page. So this is the guide I use. So yeah, so James Michael Stewart's CompTIA Security Plus review guide, 4th edition. This is the book I use. So that's one. Also, these 2 books, they also give you 10%. I tried to use both, but it really didn't help. So just use one of them. Like I said, every book that I've gotten so far, they gave me a 10% off of the exam voucher. So yeah, that's good. That's one good thing. So I use this book. I use that. I use Professor Mess on YouTube. Look him up. And I also use itpro.tv. Like I said, if you love TV like I do, it's a great means to use your weakness as a strength. I literally use my weak. I don't even watch regular TV no more. I literally watch IT Pro TV and a little bit of Netflix on my computer. But like I said, but I'm just saying, I use my weakness of being like drawn into television as a means to actually learn, and that's how I actually learn, by looking at television that focus on me passing my Security Plus exam. Mind you, IT Pro TV, if you do $49 a month, and I'm not being a sponsor, I'm not getting paid to say this, I love the product. You pay $49 a month, you get access to every certification that you dream of, and plus more, because they add more to it that you want to go for in the IT realm. And also they come with labs as well. So I'm letting you know that it's worth the money. I'm telling you, it's worth the damn money. I'm telling you. So I use that. Oh, Pocket Prep. I also use Security Plus Pocket Prep. In your app store, go to Apple, your Apple App Store, or the App Store on Apple, iOS, yeah. And Android, in the Google Play Store, look up Pocket Prep. They have 2 versions. They have the older version. The older version will have like a P and I have Security Plus on it. That's the older version. The newer version is like, it says IT security, IT and security and stuff like that. And it has like a little network logo on it. That's the newer version of it. So like I say, use the Pocket Prep when you want to study on the go. Really, really good. Really, I'm telling you, pay for it. I think it was like maybe, when I did it, it was $20-some. I did it for both my Network Plus and my Security Plus, and they both helped me out. So Pocket Prep is worth the money. IT Pro TV is worth the money. Your free resources, Professor Message, your free resource. Like I said, buying this book is really good, and buying this book is really good as well. So that's my experience on Security Plus, taking the exam and everything. If you have any more questions, let me know. Hit the subscribe button to follow me and everything, see what I do, see my journey, because I want everybody to see my journey. Hit the bell button to stay up to date on the videos that I release. I'm trying to be more better with my release dates, or my releases of my videos and everything. Been kind of busy in the past couple of months, but I promise you I'm gonna put some more content out. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Let me know reason why you liked it and the reason why you don't like it. Ask some questions. I don't care. I love to talk and I love to reach out to you. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for thank you for sharing your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me your time and your attention and everything. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Just to let you know, I do have a Facebook a Facebook community page now. It's the TED IT, the same thing, the same name for my YouTube channel. It's the same name for the one on Facebook. It's the TED IT and everything. It's a community for all ITs, beginning level, that just coming in to experience stuff. I want everybody to talk, everybody to share the experience. I want to know everything about you, about your journey. I'll share about my journey. I want to know about your journey. I want everybody just to talk and just share the knowledge, share everything about you being in that field of IT. Or if you're a computer programmer too, and you looking to be in the IT and be a DevOps, let's share your experience in that. If you're a DevOps, share your experience in that. If you're a network engineer, share everything. I don't care. Share it. Sharing is caring, man. And applied knowledge is power. Forget that knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power. So just share your knowledge so we can go and apply it and just grab as much as we can within this field. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this community I made up, and I really hope people just reach out to me and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Just share your experience. So again, check out the community, the Tatted IT. The same thing, the same name for my YouTube channel. It's the same for the community. And my website, thetattedit.com, all together, the THETATTED.IT.com. I'm working on making my own a better and more user-friendly website, because the one I have now I really don't like as much. So I'm in the process of doing that. I'm teaching myself HTML along with teaching myself Python. Oh yeah, update, I'm going for my next certification, and that's the Python certification, the PCEP. I made a video about that. Check that video out as well. So I'm going for that certification now. I spent my $60 already on it, and I'm gonna let y'all know how that goes out as well. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for showing your love. Thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for being part of my channel. Thank you so very much. It's your boy Dominic again. Peace, and I'm out.